welcome to Cut Ups Film Review, brought to you by Maize and Blue Review. We cover Michigan athletics for the Rivals Network. You can find us at michigan.rivals.com. I am Trevor McHugh, senior editor for Maize and Blue Review. Today, very special episode as we break down the film of Michigan commit five-star quarterback Jadyn Davis. Davis was a little bit of a polarizing prospect heading into his junior season. He transferred to Charlotte Providence Day, led them to a Division I state championship, along the way also becoming the North Carolina Gatorade Player of the Year. So Davis, a big critique on him was some of his inconsistency as a sophomore, some of his inaccuracy. Did not see that in his junior year. High accuracy, good touch with the football. Biggest thing we continue to hear is he doesn't exactly have a cannon arm, and maybe he's not a true dual threat quarterback in terms of an athlete, but I think there are two reasons that both of those things can change, and we're going to take a look at them in the film today. So let's dig in here. We have his huddle tape up here ready to go. Again, these are going to be his highlights from his junior season, his state championship season here. And I believe they show some of the stats out the bat that we kind of just talked about. So yeah, 3,500 passing yards, 43 TDs. There's that 72.5%. Again, big knock on him in the previous year was maybe some of that inaccuracy. So right out the gate here, we're going to see him in the shotgun. Good pocket presence. Nice soft touch coming over the shoulder. So big thing you want to take a look at here. Nice knee bend from Davis here. So good thing for a quarterback when we're talking about the cannon arm, the arm delivery, those different cliche terms for how strong the arm is, right? There's three different ways we generate force as a quarterback. Number one, obviously with the arm itself, shoulder turn, the hips, being able to load the hips and release, and then the torque we create with our legs at the bottom. Davis, what you're going to see very common in here is I love his posture right out the gate. He's got a good knee bend, but he's still vertical from the hips up. But what he doesn't seem to do is really plant that rear right leg and push off. He throws a lot of his passes with his shoulder turn and the hips releasing. I think there's a lot of wasted energy here that could help him throw a deeper ball. Now, he can throw the deep ball. He does really well on those 20-yard passes. We just saw here another deep ball with some good touch. But as far as that knock about him maybe not having a cannon, frankly, I think it just might be a simple mechanics issue. So again, if you watch this play here, really, really good throw, but notice how much of it is done with the upper body and the arm. Really good touch, and that's going to be a consistent theme as well. In shotgun again here in the red zone at the 10. Again, steps up in the pocket. Throws into triple coverage there, but good enough height where only his guy can go get it. This is a little bit of the athleticism we get to see him creating coming out of the pocket. So I think he is enough of an athlete to execute RPO offense, run when he's able to, right? So when the defense gives him the opportunity to run, he can take off. I don't think he's ever going to be a high rushing yard total, true dual threat quarterback. But when you look at a guy like JJ McCarthy at Michigan right now, I think you can see some comparables, right? Running off to the right, real common thing we see with JJ McCarthy all the time here. Risky throw, but takes advantage of the sideline. Again, throws it where only his guy can get it. Probably not something you're going to want to see at the college level, but a good example, again, of just the arm strength, right? This is all upper body for him to deliver that throw over there. A little bit of a duck, so interesting clip there. But another throw here, again, in the pocket, running out. So this is, again, another illustration of why I think he has underrated arm strength. So first thing I want to talk about is the pocket presence here. Defensive end does get close to him. Really no fear, just steps up a little bit, feels the pressure coming here. His eyes stay downfield the entire time, moves to the opposite side of the field. Now, again, he's running to the opposite side of his throwing arm. Look at this motion here. That is all shoulder and hip torque to deliver the throw. That's impressive strength, again, from the upper body. So if we're talking about when he's standing in the pocket, hopefully we'll get another couple good looks here of him actually standing in the pocket and being able to deliver throw. Running to the opposite side again. And that's ridiculous. Again, that's another throw where he is unable to use his feet to plant and get good torque. That is all arm and shoulder turn. So again, talking about him not really having a cannon arm, that's a difficult throw to make going against your body. Nice throw here, finding a guy in the end zone. Again, I really like his pocket presence here. He stays cool and calm the entire time, takes a couple steps up in the pocket. This is another one, though. If you look at his back leg, just kind of comes up soft again, really throwing a lot with his upper body. Just makes me think, again, with some coaching and some better mechanics, we could really see some real zip coming out of his throws. Good touch here. Again, same thing. See if I can't pause it here a little bit. Like his posture here, he puts the right leg down, but not a real wide spread there. Not a huge push off the right leg. He does have the toe up, is turning, is opening towards his target. But the thing I like the most is just the overall touch here. That's a big time throw right in the corner there. Defender doesn't have a shot at. Only guy that's got a chance is the receiver. He's got plenty of space to make the grab. That's been a big thing I think Michigan's been missing in recent years. A lot of folks talk about these throws to the end zone when they're in the red zone. That's a great pass. Again, his touch, we're going to see that a lot. He's got a real good touch on those across the field throws. There's another one there. Again, right to the back left corner. This is a big time throw. A little bit of a back shoulder on this one. Defender's eyes are there. Well, maybe not. A little bit high enough. But again, puts it where only his guy can go get it. Love the feel and touch there. Well, this is a big one. Wide open. But here's what I like about this. Another big pro with Jadyn Davis that you don't see with a lot of high school guys. This is a pretty complicated offense that he's running over at Providence Day. So he's not just standing in the shotgun. He does shotgun, he does some pistol, does some under the center, as we're seeing right here. Nice little play action play. Fake pass, play action, sets in the pocket again, delivers a throw to an open receiver. So he's a little bit ahead of schedule in that way compared to some quarterbacks that can be really raw coming out of high school. Nice throw across the middle on a post route. Again, just takes a snap, looking to the right, sees his receiver. That's actually impressive. He's looking off defenders here. Again, if we're talking about a high school player, leads the receiver. That's a really good throw. Feels the pressure on this one. This is another one where he kind of just uses his arm and shoulder talent to deliver the throw. Really like his presence in the pocket, though. He never gets frantic. Even when he knows a hit's coming, he stands there, delivers the pass. Another chaotic pocket there. Another great throw into the end zone. Helps when you've got some of the receivers that he's got, right? We're hoping a couple of those guys, Jordan Shipp and Channing Goodwin, make their way to Ann Arbor as well. Great throw here. This is more of that back shoulder we're talking about. Strong throw. Love it. Defender's back turned. Another little bit of a run to the right. Sets his feet. It's tough to tell from that angle. It kind of looks like, I don't know how much depth the receiver's got under the fender there. Looks like he let his guy a little bit, though. Low snap, laser on a nice little post route. Another calm pocket throw. Is that perfect? Probably not, but that's okay. Again, the guy's wide open. We talked about this a lot last year with JJ McCarthy, where every throw doesn't have to be perfect. If the receiver's open, you just need to hit the open receiver. Good example of it there. Really liked his form on this one. Again, good knee bend, vertical, up top, upper body, delivers the throw. He has really good height on a lot of these passes, I've noticed as well, especially when defenders are in the zone. Another good throw, good height over defenders. Seen this a few times now. The run to the right, delivers a laser to the receiver cutting across. This is a JJ play and a half right there. But again, the arm strength thing, that's a tough throw to deliver with the velocity he's delivering when you're not able to set your feet. Same thing with this, coming across the body, a little bit of a floater. Great toss. That's just a guy making a play right there. Throw it into coverage and asking your receiver to go up and make a play for you. Cashes in for him. Little stiff in the pocket on this one. But again, pressure's coming. He stays calm. They're bringing heat right up the middle. Puts a nice loft on it, delivers the throw. Receiver makes the play. Empty set. Again, no need to deliver a laser. Guy's wide open. Good soft touch. Receiver makes the catch. No wasted opportunities. That's how you get a 73.5% completion. Running again to the opposite side here. Another tough throw. I think that's really impressive. And again, I think that illustrates, I think his strength right now is definitely in the upper body. That's a really good view of it. So you like his form right here. He plants his right leg, but then he kind of comes off of it. He finishes, instead of with the right leg pointing back away from the target, a lot of hip and shoulder turn there. That's one of his stronger throws right here. Good plant, wide base. So a lot of that could be intentional too, right? Like when he's putting more loft and more touch on the ball, he's using less of his legs. On the harder throws that he's had so far in these highlights, he's done a good job of creating more torque with his feet, getting a wider base on the throw, dealing with some pocket pressure. Good here. That stuck out to me the most so far, I think, watching this tape, is just how comfortable he is in the pocket, even with pressure coming. Like to see this again from a high school quarterback, calling out some different protections, making adjustments to the defense. It's a really good throw. Defense brings some heat on this one. Both linebackers come up, they blitz. He knows he's got the middle of the field open. Delivers it just in front of the reach of the corner, and nobody there to stop him. It's a good read there. Looked like he got hit on that one. It's kind of tough to tell. Looks like his arm got hit a little bit. Comes out kind of wobbly. Yeah, it's an interesting play. I'm not sure. Bad view. Not really much to make of that one. This is a nice play. Little mesh here, receivers crossover. Again, that's anticipating where a receiver is going to be, right? Not waiting for a receiver to get open. That's knowing the play, understanding the defense's impact on it. Good look here again of, he's athletic enough and a good enough runner to have escapability here. So nowhere to throw the ball. Pressure comes in. He's still able to get out of the pocket, get you a nice, 15-yard run or so. Looks like the receiver just broke free on that one. It's got a lot of those throws. Those are tough throws, those out routes where you're trying to keep the receiver led and out, in front of the reach of the defender. But like this here, he sends the receiver in motion. He's reading the defense, knows exactly what he's got, reacts to it. Again, for a high school, really impressive what he's doing pre-snap, and you can see him going through his progressions here. Well, that's a fun play design. I don't know if that necessarily has much to do with his execution, but I love this going to the right. Look at everybody coming. That's a fun play. Little fake. Seen a lot of those skinny routes. Just stands in and delivers. Again, you're not seeing the crazy zip, but what you are seeing is a guy who can make the throws. And again, delivering them upper body throws, accurate. And the touch on some of these, more difficult routes outside the hash marks, deeper down the field. Nice throw on the run there. All right, shotgun in the red zone. Pressure coming up the middle. Again, really like the height on his throws here. Defender's right in front. Allows his receiver to make a play, throws it where only he can get it. Seen a lot of those, again, with just in terms of the height, making sure the ball placement's in a really good spot. Nice little comeback route, hits his receiver. This is they run this play a lot with the receivers coming in. But again, if you watch him here, just a lot of hip turn and shoulder throw. A lot of his throws are just all arm right now. This little bootleg run into the right. Ooh, this is a great play. Strike right on the sideline. Love it. Defender got twisted on that one. Cross route. Oh, yeah. Again, good height, though. Put it where the receiver could only get it. Especially on the throws that the intermediate range, that the 10 to 20 mark. He has a real good feel on those dig routes and some of those posts. But yeah, just in that 10 to 20 range, he's got a real good feel for ball placement, where it's got to be. Looks like he delivered. Let's see when he digs. Yep. Really good timing. This is what you want to see on a good curl route or a dig, right? Ball's out of his hands before the receiver turns. So the receiver can turn, put his hands up, and the ball's right there waiting for him. Again, not waiting for the guy to get open. Seeing the depth that the corner had there, knowing he's got his guy. Nice little lob pass. No need to throw it any harder than that there. I think this is, maybe a dead horse at this point because I've mentioned this a few times. But again, going the opposite direction, nothing but hip and arm turn, delivering a really strong throw. I think that shows what kind of arm strength potential he's got here. Play like that as well. This is another one of those 10-yard pass, receiver cutting in, laser. And then when you got a guy, holy cow. Look at the speed on that. Yeah, when you got a guy like that once you can get in space, make a play, all you got to do is hit him, right? Get the ball to your playmakers. Another one of those again. In that 10 to 20 range, nice dig. Hitting the receiver as soon as he turns around. Good anticipation. This looks like a good example of a progression, right? Watching the receiver coming across. That's just setting up a defense. And again, that's impressive from a high schooler, understanding how to go through his read progressions, knowing what the play design is, what guy's going to end up where as the defense reacts. Benefits of going to a program like this and running a more advanced offense. Not only do you get to show your skill set, you get to get better as a quarterback. Obviously impressive. He's a 5-star quarterback. He has a ton of potential. And the things that are pros we see in the highlights, really good touch, right? Really good at reading the play design pre-snap, the play reaction and the awareness post-snap. Really good touch, right? We saw that the touch stuck out. You didn't see a lot of the laser throws, but we saw a really good touch. And again, throughout this film, if you're watching, I do think there could be a simple mechanics correction here that's really going to allow him to deliver a stronger throw. So overall, he feels like a really good fit too. You can see a lot of the comparisons to Michigan's current quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, in terms of the runs out to the right and some of the extra play creation and being able to get creative when plays don't necessarily go well. And again, he's not a true dual threat quarterback, but he's also not a CJ Stroud. He's not going to run when he can. We saw him get that 15-yard scramble, and that's really all you need from the quarterback. Enough of a threat in the run game to allow you to put the defense in conflict and RPO, and enough of a threat to run when the defense opens up for you and allows you to take an easy 10 or 15 yards. So, and that'll do it for this episode of Cut Up's Film Review. Jadyn Davis, 5-star commit to the Michigan Wolverines. Make sure you are following us over at michigan.rivals.com for all of our coverage. Subscribe if you have not already for access to our intel and message board community on the Den. And here on YouTube, make sure you are liking and subscribing, getting notifications of every time we go live. I'm Trevor McHugh from Maize and Blue Review. This has been Cut Ups.